Alright guys, welcome to another crypto video. Today we're going to be discussing Near Protocol, which is a coin that I've yet to do a video on. I believe it's ranked 32nd on total crypto market cap at the moment, so it's obviously an altcoin, but it's pretty high cap altcoin, sitting at number 32. So if we're to look at it, just the past 24 hours has been pretty boring. As you can see, kind of just moving sideways, which is basically what the entire market is doing. You can see Bitcoin's basically done that, just moving sideways. So the past 24 hours has just been chilling, coming off the all-time high and then a big correction down as well. Obviously, coins are going to settle and just relax for a bit. So if we go to the 4-hourly candles here, the two things I'm seeing, so first of all, we see a W formation here, which is pretty nice. I think we haven't hit it, but we did get pretty close to hitting. So if we have a look at this, yeah, we got pretty close to hitting it. It would actually take us out of this sideways moving channel, which I'm going to get to in a second, if we were to hit this W. But we got pretty close to it, so that's always good. The other thing, yeah, so we're currently in a sideways moving channel. I would say we can see there's about 4 touch points. If I zoom in, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, which this is a good one because obviously a wick to get support is good, because obviously this is when the market is dumping, so it's good to get support as that happens to show, and then to straight back up to hit this line as well is really good. Just shows the support there. We're not going to break through and go down, so that's really good for the market. As I said, we've just been chilling the last 24 hours, recovering from what's happened. Now if we look at this a bit deeper, you can see how Near's moved in the past 2 months. Is I've noticed 2 things. So the first one is we obviously had this pretty big run here, which was just shy of 100% a 2x move in 3 days, which is really nice. Moved from $6 to $12 basically, which I remember this happened. I think we did hit 12. We got pretty close. I remember this happening. It was pretty insane, that move, especially coming off the lull in the market that we saw all coins have. And then we went to this descending triangle, or a symmetrical triangle. This is kind of in the up. Also a descending triangle, just relaxing, accumulating, and then we moved again. So if we were to take it from the breakout, and then a 65% move from $8 up to $13, which is really nice. And then now we can see we're basically replicating this move. So we saw this parabolic move here, which is similar to what we're seeing here. Then following that was this sideways moving symmetrical triangle, just accumulating, consolidating here. And then it's basically what we're seeing here. We're just going to move sideways. So I would speculate that we would continue moving sideways here. So maybe we'll come down, get support again at this $10, this $10 range on this line, then come back up. Something like that. Obviously anything can happen. We can go up, hit this, get resistance, come back down, try it again, and then break through. We could hit it, come all the way back down, get support of this, then go up. Anything could happen. It's obviously just gonna be speculation. A lot of it's gonna be dependent on how Bitcoin performs and Ethereum performs. But I would assume we'd keep going to this channel for quite a bit longer. Maybe if we look at the length of time of this channel, this sideways moving channel was 35 days, and this one, if we took it from here, we've only been in it for 11 days. So where I've drawn it out to is about 26 days. So I'd say somewhere around here, we might see another breakout, and we might see the trifecta. We might see the third move, the third parabolic move, as we break out of this line and head up. If we were to look at this line, it's a different color, but it's right. We just smashed through this line basically. So it means if we were to do the same here, we could smash through it again. So if we take this and we did break out, I would assume it'd be somewhere around here, a bit further on the line. Then we could smash through this line and we could get to like $15, $16, maybe even higher, $17. That might be a bit far-fetched, but anything's on the cards. As I said, it's going to be dependent on how Bitcoin performs, the whole market performs, Ethereum, everything. It's all important. But yeah, I'm speculating for sure that we'll be moving sideways. I mean, I'd like to see a breakout. Don't get me wrong. I'd happy for NIA to just crash through and head up. And definitely can. Like, NIA has really good fundamentals. It's performing so well. I mean, especially if you look at it from like the low. So this is the lowest of the lows here. It was like $1.50. You could have picked some up for, and it's moved 750%. Up to $13, which is extremely nice. Very nice. Smashed through all-time highs. Like, all-time highs before the big drop was, I guess, this point here, which is $7.50. $7.50, and we're 73% up from that previous all-time high, which is a massive move. Considering when you go look at all altcoins, some altcoins haven't even like hit their previous all-time highs yet. They're still below, but this NIA has just smashed through, which is really good to see. So, again, obviously it's not financial advice. I'm not saying I know exactly what NIA is going to do. This is just speculation based off data and historical events. As I'm saying, like, this move here is just so similar to this move. These two parabolic moves. And if you look at the length of time as well, like, that's very relevant. Like, this length of time here was 2 days, just less than 3 days. And then this one was a bit longer. Looking more at 7 days, right? Which is more reasonable for that type of move. So we might see another one happen again. You could have diminishing returns. So maybe it'll be shorter again, less percentage. So if it was 95%, 60%, we might see like a 30, 40% move from here. If we were to do a 30% from here, 30% would take us to the $16 range, which is still like really, really, really nice, obviously. So this could be on the cards, and it may be a slower move as well. So obviously this one was very parabolic. This one was still parabolic, but a bit more lengthened. We may see that happen again. So maybe over, this was 3 days, 7 days, we might see a 10, 14 day move as comparison. If we're to look at NIA Bitcoin chart here, I think this is pretty important because you can see a pretty big symmetrical triangle forming back from August. You could date back basically this point here, I'd say early September. So it's performed quite well. We can see big moves. Obviously, Bitcoin has made solid moves as well, which is obviously going to bring this graph down. But I'm assuming here we'll get some resistance here. We already saw that resistance come back down. We might come back down and test the line of support down here once more. I wouldn't be surprised with that. So we may see Bitcoin make a move, may come back up. And if that happens, then NIA might go down to here, test the line of support, and then go and shoot through. And if we were to look at a line, it could be somewhere out here. You know, wiggle down here, hit support, and then come up and go through. Price target pretty high. Obviously, it's in Bitcoin. It's a bit harder to see, but a 77% move, which would be really good. And yes, this is Bitcoin. It's, as I said, it's been moving sideways, which makes sense. So is Ethereum. We look at that, pretty much just moving sideways, a little bit up, which is good. You'd rather up than down, obviously. So a lot of what's going to happen is going to be dependent on what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin may come back down, so that's 64,700 at the moment. It may come down to like 63k, 62k. And if that happens, then NIA might come down as well and just test the line of support and then shoot back up. If Bitcoin stays where it's at or goes up, then that's obviously going to be bullish for all altcoins. So NIA may break through, or we may just test the line again, test that line of resistance and see what happens. It'd obviously be nice to break through and see where we can go. So I'll keep you all updated on NIA, see what happens to this channel. Definitely stay posted on it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this coin. If you have any coins you want me to talk about, just feel free to let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, like the video, I'd appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.